I believe I was 7 years old when I read the article about my father being the first Black graduate of Virginia Tech. We were moving and we were packing boxes, and I stumbled upon this article and read it, and actually had to sort of stop and take pause because my father was called Joe by family and friends, and this article was Charlie Yates. And so I had to think, wait a minute, that's Daddy. And then I started asking a lot of questions. Reading that article opened my eyes to racial prejudice. During the late 50s, Virginia had a law of separate but equal. So if you could find a comparable curriculum at a historically Black university, that's where you went to school. And so they told him when he wanted to come to Virginia Tech, you should go to Virginia State. But Virginia State did not offer engineering. And with the help of Mr. Perry, a teacher who my father admired, Mr. Perry was able to persist, and my father was eventually admitted into Virginia Tech. And that's after visits with his family by the administration, and certainly a discouraging message. I mean, he was an inner city child. He had a vision that went beyond his environment, and he pursued that.
Dr. Yates was very intellectual, very thoughtful. I think very humble, about being the first African American to have graduated from Virginia Tech.
When my father talked about his experiences at Virginia Tech, they were very positive. He really shared the positive things. As we got a little older, he might tell us how when he was a cadet, someone might salute him and then spit on the ground. Just as we are seeing today, the students were ready for change before the administration was ready for that change. And the students were much more open and receptive. In fact, while he wasn't allowed to attend the ring dance, the students had voted that they would like for him to be able to attend the ring dance. Because I think a lot of the students respected him, his academic focus, they were able to see him as the individual that he was. When they were traveling, some of those students would not eat in the restaurant where my father was not allowed to eat, and they would come back and sit in the cars and eat with him. He speaks very fondly of his years at Virginia Tech. And yes, he'll tell you, well, yes, I got called the N-word once or twice, but I didn't give it any energy, and therefore it wasn't something he dwelled upon.
Charlie Yates has a really important legacy at Virginia Tech, not only because he was the first Black graduate of Virginia Tech, but also because of the contributions that he made after he left.
He was on the board of visitors, and then of course he came back as a faculty member. So he was a part of the Black Faculty Association. And in fact, he served as president one year.
The amount of change that has occurred in this time is powerful. It speaks to what a few people can do, and it says a lot about Virginia Tech in terms of how it's attempted to value and embrace a diverse student population. I would like for them to know first how proud he would be of the success that the students have and the quality and caliber of academic preparation that they have coming to Virginia Tech. And then I think that I would like for them to know that he was just the pebble in the water, and they are the ripples. And as we continue to ripple, and we have generations that follow parents to Virginia Tech, that is beyond his dream. You know, that goes well beyond his dream. I know how proud he'd be of the continued success and the continued strive for excellence.